American Energies. Rising Star does his own nature recordings. He's gone to Point Reyes and other nature spots and records the frogs in the ocean, crickets, and sometimes crackling of fire blaze, all kinds of outdoor sounds. Unfortunately, that's the speaker. That's not the CD you're hearing there. Static. And his new CD is called Totally Space. If we have time, I'll put that on too. And it's kind of unlike anything you've probably heard. It's actually as if you're in a spaceship in outer space, and you can hear the engines revving up. And it's all done with electronic equipment, and it's really cool.
You have some interesting stuff. Actually, I haven't seen this before. How new is these boxed?
I just boxed them a few weeks ago. The stores were telling me, you know, the product like this, they couldn't shelve it like that. I created these boxes. I actually hand painted them. Am I being recorded?
Yeah.
I hand painted them, and then I designed all the covers and samples, and we went to the Bay Area, and I sold them all actually, and took advance orders. And
so you're a little bit surprised about how putting them in a box made them.
Well, I knew it. That's why, because all the stores were saying. Because originally they were in boxes like this, or little boxes. I don't have any with me, but and they sold nicely that way. And then the stores. Then I wrote the booklets because I had a lot I wanted to go with the projects. And here's when I actually designed the cover last night.
Wow, this is we come here for fresh vegetables and fresh designed products here.
Actually, I'm still going to make improvements. You know, it's a modification of the box. And here's the box.
Yeah, those.
And then the samples of the cards and everything. My favorite deck is the fish pack here. This is the all-purpose oracle for getting guidance about any subject you want in your life. It's great for decision making. And then one store is kind of funny. We laughed the whole way home. He said it had an obscenity on the cover, and he couldn't sell it. So that store, he bought other stuff, but he wouldn't buy this deck. I thought that was so funny because I realized all of Marin is going to have obscenities in their stores now. And anyway, yeah, so I had a dream too. It told me that the product with the boxes would be exactly what the New Age stores would be looking for, and it was. Yeah, they liked them.
So how'd you get into this?
Well, it started way back, you know, San Francisco, 1984. I designed my first deck, which was the one I just showed you, the fish pack. And then it has 56 cards because I was born in 56, and it was an attempt to simplify the process, and that anybody could do it, that it's not esoteric, it's just that everything in life is synchronistic, and that and you know, to have fun with it too, keep it playful and lighthearted and not unintimidating. And what I found is right away I could get information about almost anything, and it was fast and intuitive and quick, and people wanted a deck. So at that time I couldn't make them. I didn't have a color printer, computer, and anything. But since then I do, and I've been printing my decks out.
So where all do you sell these? In the Bay Area?
Well, we just did the Bay Area last week, and go up to Mount Shasta, go to Sacramento, and we're thinking of doing a tour across the country. But my husband does music. Together we did a project. Actually, I was inspired by his music. His name's Rising Star. I should show you some of his CDs too. He does meditation and healing music. So I wrote a guided meditation, which is a space journey called Journey into the Unknown. So we'll sell his products as well as mine.
All right.
And
so what kind of music is it?
I'm going to put it on soon.
Oh, well,
unfortunately, I'm a little slow because we have we have this battery that my husband rigged up. It's rechargeable, so it's good for the environment. And every week we recharge it, and then we'll play music all day long. And it's like I said, healing, relaxing music. It's totally original. They call it ambient. We have a website for the music, and we're going to have a website for the artwork and the writing really soon for the tarot card decks. And I have an address for both that you can link into them.
So what is the address?
If you know the www.mp3.com/rising star is for the music. And then it's the same thing, www.mp3.com/ccfish. No periods, just CCFISH. And then you can hear a little audio called "The Artist in You" that I wrote. Well, I actually just set it spontaneously into the computer there and uploaded it to MP3, which is an audio website. And from there, I'll have a link to all the card decks, which will probably be up in a week or so. Thank you.
How are things going with you? What's the name of your farm?
Montgomery Family Farm.
And where are you located?
Durham.
And you've got a lot of greens right now. And
yeah, greens are my specialty.
what all do you have?
Kales and shards and lettuces, sprouting broccoli, and some unusual things, some arugula and some cress, a few unusual things.
The arugula is something that hasn't been terribly known until just a few years ago. It kind of took off. It's like a garden rocket.
Yeah, it's really popular now. It used to be hard to get to seed, but now it's
What I've found is that the flowers are really tasty too. They have a different flavor than the leaves.
Yeah, this time of year it's hard to keep them from flowering. They just don't last very long. They tend to bolt really readily, so it's quite a process of constantly planting to get the best quality arugula.
Mm-hmm.
Although the flowers are quite good, they're a little more pungent.
Actually, I like them. And plus they're pretty in a salad.
Yeah.
In fact, when I grow it, I'm pulling the flowers off and eat them in the field all the time. You also have some beautiful spinach here.
Yeah, I've got that old-fashioned spinach, the Bloomsdale longstanding. That's really fine. Fine spinach. It's the best.
Well, thanks a lot. Do you grow your leafy greens all summer long?
Well, I kind of give up usually around July and August.
Do you start bringing in other stuff in too?
Yeah, I'll do a little bit of melons and a few other stuff, a few other summer stuff. But I don't do too much summer stuff. So many other people are doing summer stuff.
How big is your operation out there?
Well, I've got 10 acres now out there, but I have about maybe 3 in production.
And then how many people work on it? Just you? 3 acres?
Yeah.
Do you hire extra help then during the summer? Or just you, huh?
I get a little help harvesting.
You got a little help here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and I have help at the market. So eventually, when I expand, I think I'm gonna have to.
So you're gonna expand?
Oh yeah, when I expand it into 10 acres. I just right now all I can do.
Are you gonna branch into other things, or are you gonna?
Well, I've got artichokes. I'm trying to figure out artichokes. I haven't gotten real good at them yet. I'm not real happy with what I'm producing, so I'm going to have to keep working with that until I can figure out. It might be variety, it might be location, but I'm going to try a couple other plots, a couple other locations.
It takes a while to figure out how to grow stuff.
Yeah, it does. It does. And artichokes,
Some things I've never had any luck growing.
me either. You know, some things I just haven't done. Like, I'm really not that good at tomatoes. And, you know, there's just certain things.
Well, Dennis Bureau grows these beautiful peppers, and I've never been able to grow very, very good peppers.
Me either. I can't. I have trouble with peppers too. Peppers and you know, and I'm sure that you know there's certain tricks and certain acts, and but you know, in greens that's my specialty. Lettuces. So sometimes it's just better to stick with what you're good at.
Yeah. So where's your farm located?
Chico and Eden Road.
Eden Road.
Yeah.
And how many acres do you have?
Yeah, like a half.
About a half an acre? Boy, this is a lot of stuff coming in. All these flowers and stuff are growing out there?
Yeah.
Is there, I see you've got all those broccoli, onions, Swiss chard, peas, lettuce, and then the flowers. Is there anything else that you haven't gotten out on the table yet?
Basil.
Basil. Basil already. Wow. And what else is going to be coming in?
I think maybe
Zucchini?
zucchini.
This week or next week?
I'm not sure, but
They're coming. They're starting to get big. I was thinking maybe I'd see a few out here today, but I haven't seen any so far. And what's the name of your farm?
I'm not sure give it a name.
It's just the family. Do you sell at the farm too? Do you have a stand at the farmer's market? Okay, thanks. How was that whole food or the slow food feast last Sunday?
Fun.
How many people showed up?
We had about 130 people.
So more than what you had room for.
More than what we had room for. Although it was outside.
Oh,
Room outside.
plenty of food ended up?
Wonderful food provided by Cindy Maneras Catering and Michael Isles of the Culinary Academy.
Yeah, Michael talked with us last week.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, they were wonderful.
I also talked to Tom Alden about PG&E, and we talked a little bit about what you're doing out there with your solar panels and stuff.
Yeah.
What's the status on that? Yeah.
Yeah, well, we just dug the holes for the footings for our pole mounts. And what we've done is taken advantage of the Energy Commission rebates that they're giving out for renewable energy. And
you got in on those.
got in on that, got in on the highest tier where you get $3 per kilowatt hour back. And
So you're going to be installing 3 panels?
20 panels.
20 panels?
Yeah, 2 big mounts with 10 panels each.
And how big are the panels?
They're about 5 by 2.5 or something. Something like that. Yeah, they're big. So the array will be 10 by 10, each array. So there's 2 of those.
Wow.
And it's going to take care of all the energy for the bakery, at least.
And maybe the way you use this energy for the whole house.
Yeah, and then we've got our fridge on a separate panel. We've got a solar fridge for the house. Now,
Have you got that?
we're going to probably put that in when we've got it. It's not set up yet.
Or where do you find something like? It's just a low energy fridge, right? But then you've got a
Really efficient fridge.
And where did you find something like
We
that?
got that at through Sierra Solar in Nevada City.
So it's not something you go to Sears and pick out the
It's a Sunfrost fridge.
Sunfrost.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what goes into those? Are they just really heavily insulated, or?
They're really well insulated. They're more box-like. I guess the more square the fridge or freezers, the more efficient it is at keeping the cold in. It's got a special compressor that's really low energy pressure compressor and very quiet. You can hardly hear it. And then we got rid of our chest freezer, the old chest freezer, and put in 2 really efficient little chest freezers for the bakery. And
I'm selling bagels.
so it'll be interesting to see how much backward spinning our dial does next year.
Yeah. Okay. So this is Greg Gephart. He's been bringing out organic citrus for how many years now?
Oh, geez. I can't remember. It's been so long. It's probably about 1985.
And
Years.
where are your orchards at?
In and around Orland. It's 5 small parcels, the largest being about 21 acres.
You've got a lot of oranges.
Just small pieces here and there. About 30 acres altogether.
And
And I do olives too.
olives.
15 acres of olives.
Where do you sell at?
Sell wholesale into the Bay Area and also all along the North Coast. From Eureka to Arcata.
Do you do most of all of your farmers markets? Or?
I do, and at times I do Berkeley, and of course I do Chico here. That's my home market. And I also sell at Chico Natural.
What's your best market?
Chico.
On Saturdays?
Amen.
Yeah. It's better than Berkeley. And
It is.
what's the reason for that? It seems like there'd
It's
be.
my economic base. This is my home turf, so, and I've been here for 15 years. So.
Is there anything new news coming out of your farm? I mean,
Always.
what's the latest?
Oh, I got married 6 months ago, and we're leasing a new ranch, another one. So, and we're doing apricots this year, 10-acre apricots. So,
Needed more work.
and we're also doing a few more mandarins this year. So, no more work, but we're putting in a larger garden this year, which will be the first time in a number of years.
What's the cycle for the produce that you bring in? I mean, you've got oranges now.
Exactly. It starts in the spring. We could say starting as of today in May, new crop of Valencia, which some people call them the summer orange, is coming in now. And then behind that, I do about 100 different. My family orchard, my first home was 100 fruit trees. So I have the old ranch style that had 4 or 5 of each thing on it, and so I start into that. All my fruits, you know, I have 3 different kinds of cherries. I go into 2 different kinds of apricots, and since then I've planted about 90 different types of white peaches and white nectarines and grapes, and it goes on, and then it goes into pomegranates in the fall, you know, and a lot of olives, 3 different varieties of olives.
Now, how do you move your olives?
Bell Carter and Musco is my 2 main things, and then I've slowly developed a wholesale. a little bit of wholesale outside of that, but mostly to farmers markets. People are doing their own home cures, so
That's the best.
making the gourmet, it's the best. Yeah, it is the best.
And you're talking to a couple of young cheerleaders, and you're selling root beer floats, and what else?
Face paint and a gift and a bake sale and a bake sale.
And what are you raising this money for?
Bags and shoes and all the accessories. It's for cheerleading for the Chico Valley Sporters Junior Midget Cheerleading Squad.
So do you go to cheerleading competitions, or?
Yeah, we won 5th place last year.
And where do you go for these competitions?
Sacramento. And if we pass that, we go to state.
All right. And you got 5th last year, and you're going for 1st this year, right?
Yeah.
How many kids are involved in the cheerleading?
15 on our squad. Yeah, there's 15 on our squad, and the rest we don't know.
So how long have you been doing this?
This is our second year. Last year we were on the junior peas. This year we're on the junior midgets.
So how often do you practice every week?
Like 4 days a week. Yeah, 4 days a week.
So that's pretty often, huh? Is it at school that you practice?
No. After school at a lot of places. Yeah.
So can you show me a cheer?
Okay. See, you got the... Oh, yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3. We got the beat, the mighty scorcher beat. It goes. All right.
All right. Thanks a lot. Garlic's getting big.
Yeah.
This is beautiful. Large stuff.
Yeah, you don't want them to get any bigger than that.
Yeah. To start forming more than one head.
Yeah.
Bulb. Where's your farm located?
It's on Eaton Road.
Eaton Road?
Yeah, north of Chico.
And how much property do you farm?
Probably like not even an acre. Yeah, a little less than an acre.
Excuse me.
Hi.
Need some garlic?
Is that regular garlic?
Oh, it's elephant. Thank you.
And how many folks work out there?
Probably like our whole family, which is what, 4 people? Yeah, about 4 people. Just enough.
Yeah. And what all do you grow? Is some other things coming in too?
This is just about it. Just some jade bean, green bean, stuff like that.
Do you grow squashes or tomatoes? Or?
Yes, they're coming up too. Yeah.
It'll be a while for those.
Yeah, it'll be a while.
Yeah. These are beautiful flowers. Somebody was asking you what the name for these are. Do you know what?
Purple Queen.
Purple Queen.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
They really are, yeah.
Well, thanks a lot. Okay, this is Canyon Creek Nursery. We've got a little flyer.
No, well, there's...
You really have a different theme. How'd you get into this line of plants? They seem a little different than other nurseries have.
Well, my husband John has grown plants since he was probably 7 years old, and he started collecting plants and sending away for plants from England, and he's always had a love of plants. And when we first met, he was specializing in scented geraniums and some of the hardy geraniums, and was still collecting different varieties of plants. And then we had a notion that eventually we would start our own business and specialize in something that you just couldn't get at your local nursery.
A lot of these have aromatic foliage.
Yes.
Are any of those, did you bring any of those today? Or?
A lot of the salvias have a scent. This particular plant is a teucrium, and actually cats love it. They will demolish it.
So you got to protect them a little bit to get them started.
Yeah, you do have to protect it. I'm just looking. We do have one scented geranium that we brought in. This one has an intense lemon flavor. We grow special English violas that we brought back from England as cuttings 17 years ago, and they're all named varieties. This one is called Etane and Rebecca and Little David.
They're beautiful little decorations on that flower.
And they're fragrant.
Wow.
That's what's so special about them. We brought back a lot of the special dianthus, and they're quite fragrant. We have a lot of different varieties of lavender, and of course they're quite fragrant, and each variety has a special scent to them too. Some are sweeter, some have more of a camphor smell, or piney smell.
You're also involved in starting that school. How's that going?
Well, we're still working on it.
And what's the name going to be? Is it
Blue Oak Charter School. Yeah, with the Waldorf methods.
And where will it be located?
You know, we're still
Looking
determining that
for a
too.
location.
Yeah.
How many parents are interested in having their kids?
Well, you know, we had, offhand I don't remember the
Imagine
mailing list numbers, we had quite a number of parents interested, but I think we're probably looking at starting just a kindergarten.
And then you'll add years, or
Yes,
just
add 1 grade per year.
so it's coming and probably be available in the fall, you think?
We're
Or-
hoping.
I imagine that's been quite a chore putting together this school.
Well, we have been working very hard for, the past couple of years trying to get it together.
So you're raffling off this bear paw quilt,
Yes.
and it's for
It's for muscular dystrophy in honor of 2 boys that live in Durham who have forms of it.
but it's there's this Quest magazine.
Yeah, that's their research. They have the magazine to bring in funds for research. So that's what they chose. The boys chose that to put the money towards.
And then who made this quilt?
We're a very small quilt group in Durham. There's 7 of us. We're called the Awesome Blossoms. And we put this together to raise the money.
It's a beautiful quilt.
We enjoy quilting.
And how long will you be selling tickets here?
Well, we'll be here at Farmers Market for the morning. A week from today, we're going to have the drawing for the winner of this quilt.
And at what time?
Not sure exactly what time. They're having a breakfast at the Grange Hall in Durham on that morning.
So if people see the show on Friday, they can come to it. If they see it on Saturday, it's happening.
It would have been too late then. But if they watch the show on Friday, yeah, they'll have a chance to buy a ticket and maybe even have a pancake breakfast at the Grange. And then I think at the end of the pancake breakfast is when they'll pick the winner.
Okay.
Once in a while, and then there'll be kids walking with you going like this. Do you live at the land? Yeah. Okay, I'm not your daughter.